Hi, this is Dan Whitney with the Whitney Law Firm in Towson, Maryland. Today I'm going to talk about the issue of why do car dealers give their customers dealer tags, and are they just being friendly, or is there a reason, and is it a bad reason? Well, the answer is it's usually there's a reason, and it's usually because the car dealer has done something wrong or hasn't done something they're supposed to do, and they just want to make a sale, get the customer to sign the paperwork, get them out the door, get paid by the bank, and keep it moving. So we get a fair number of calls when a customer will say, "Hey, I bought a car 30 days ago, 60 days ago, 90 days ago, and I'm on dealer tags. I haven't yet got a temporary registration," which in Maryland, dealers are allowed to provide one 60-day temporary registration, or we haven't gotten our permanent registration and our metal license plates. And what's going on? But we have this dealer tag. And so the reason that a dealer will give somebody a dealer tag is so they can get them to sign the paperwork and get them out the door. And of course, once the paperwork is signed, if it's a loan, the dealer will assign that to the lender, get paid on the loan. Then they've been paid and they're not really too inclined to do a whole lot more, is what I've found in my practice. And so the common reasons that a dealer will put a customer on a dealer tag are that there's some sort of title and or registration problem that prevents the vehicle from being properly registered and titled from the dealer to the customer. Now, there are a tremendous amount of title and registration problems that we deal with. Sometimes the vehicle that the dealer sells has not yet been paid off, so there's an existing lien. The lien's not been satisfied. There's no lien release letter, so that cannot be provided to the MVA, who will then issue a title in the customer's name. Sometimes they simply don't have the title. Perhaps they've bought the car at an auction. The title has not arrived yet, but the dealer says, "Well, I've got somebody who wants to buy it. Why should I get held up over a silly thing like a title when I can make a bunch of money right now? Let's just do the paperwork and we'll figure it out later, put them on a dealer tag." Now, one of the issues with that is in Maryland, dealer tags are supposed to be used for the dealer, its employees, and the exception is they can give a dealer tag to a customer for up to 10 days with written agreement that the customer, the prospective buyer, can then use to drive around and see if they like the car. But that rarely happens. Usually I see it when there's been some sort of problem that really they're trying to hide. And I've seen title and registration problems take months and sometimes even years to resolve, or finally to reach a point where they cannot resolve and the deal has to get unwound, the car comes back, the loan gets paid off, and then the customer has to get compensated somehow for what they've gone through and any sort of damages they have. But when a dealer gives a customer a dealer tag and doesn't very quickly actually give them their registration and just kind of lets them ride around, usually because there's a problem, that can lead to very, very, very serious consequences. Some of those consequences can include the customer getting pulled over in a traffic stop, or just getting pulled over because the dealer tag gets scanned. And sometimes dealers will have actually put a customer on a dealer tag for so long they forget about it, and the dealer tag ends up getting reported as stolen by an employee, such as when they do an inventory and say, "Hey, where are all these dealer tags? We can't find them." Just report them as missing or stolen. And so, we have had a case where somebody was on a dealer tag for an extended period of time, months and months and months, and they ended up running a light. And sure enough, the police officer that pulled him over ran the dealer tag, which had been reported as stolen. And the gentleman ends up being incarcerated for an extended period of time through certainly what appeared to be no fault of his own. That's kind of a worst case scenario. There are other issues where a customer will get pulled over and they'll be questioned, they'll be released. But the police understand that, there's this 10-day limit on dealer tags, and somebody riding on the dealer tag had really better have a pretty good reason. And if they don't, it's going to be problematic. So the takeaway from this is, if the dealer says, "Hey, I want to put you on a dealer tag, take delivery car today," know that, one, there's probably something wrong, because why in the world can't they just put you on a temp tag? Or maybe they want to let you borrow it, but that's usually not what I see. They're probably covering something up. And if you're not sure what to do, or if the dealer is ignoring you when you're saying, "Hey, I've been on this tag for such a long time, I just want to get my registration and title, what's going on?" And you're getting nowhere, because dealers like to ignore people once they've been paid, because then they have no incentive to actually do the right thing. You can always file a complaint with in Maryland, it's the MVA or the DMV. Or, of course, if it happened in Maryland, feel free to give my office a call, or in another state, find another consumer protection attorney who is familiar with these things and can help. So thanks for watching. Keep this in mind. Take care.